Morning, comrade. And how are we today? All recovered from the party, have we? You were ever so drunk.
Pretty trolleyed, weren't I? Punch and painkillers made for some sort of cocktail. I can't remember a thing.
Really? I mean, really? Not a thing?
Yeah, I swear there was something I was meant to tell you, but I can't remember.
Wow, that's fantastic. I mean, that's a shame.
Anna, I've got to get working.
Right. Good morning, comrade.
Good is hardly the word I'd use. Bollocks, on the other hand. Acid rain. Third time this week.
There's a note on your desk.
Dear Mr. Bupkis, we've taken the liberty of moving the file delivery chute. Apologies for the inconvenience. Maintenance. Now, why have those maintenance monkeys decided to tell me that? It's a bit of a draft, isn't there? P.S. Enjoy, you soppy melt. Charming. Comrades, be advised that performance reviews will be executed presently. Regards, Human Resources. Well, this day just keeps getting better.
At least they took the time to warn us.
More of a threat, really. Oh, could today get any worse?
Comrades!
Yes, it can.
Look, sir, this morning's paper. East Blakistan joins fight against Kyrgyzstan, bitter enemy of good Britain. And this one's from last week. Kyrgyzstan unites with good Britain in fight against East Blakistan.
So?
Well, it's all lies. One big fat fib. Well, everyone knows that East Blakistan's our greatest adversary, right?
Sonny, it is, of course, all just ridiculous. I mean, the only reason that they print this piddle is so that belegmites like you can stay sedate and that bird owners can have an ample supply of lining for their cages.
Well, if we can't trust the news, then who can we trust? And if they fibbed about this, then what else have they fibbed about? I just don't know anymore, sir.
Do you have to be so blunt, Richard? Sunny doesn't have skin quite as thick as yours.
She's thick in plenty of other departments.
You should go talk to her.
Yes, perhaps you're right. Somebody's got to make the coffee.
Buster! Come in, Eagle's Nest. I repeat, come in, Eagle's Nest.
We read you. Wanky goose. Lots of. Come. Break your. Butt. Too tight. Up yours.
Up yours, good Britain?
Ah, the prodigal Sonny returns.
Is she all right?
Well, when I found her, she was at the balcony with her foot just over the edge, saying how she was going to end it all.
Oh, dear. Thank goodness you talked her down.
Oh, I didn't. I encouraged her.
No. That's just what I need.
Going somewhere, Major?
Hey, yes, I'll be going away for a few days.
Trying to get away from all the grisly weather, I imagine. Anywhere nice?
Why, yes. Grimsby. A little impromptu beach holiday for myself and my wife, Fanny. She adores being by the seaside, you know. The fresh air, the seafood. It'll be just sun, sand and Fishy fingers for my Fanny. Well, I must be off.
Last bit of good news. Major.
Oh, what is it, Pupkiss?
I think it right before you go that you hire a replacement. You know, just to keep the plates spinning.
Replacement? All right. Buster's in charge.
What is it about Mondays that makes one so longing for death?
Oh, would it kill you to be a little less pessimistic? So, Buster's in charge of the department for a few days. It's hardly the end of the world.
Comrades, do not panic. A disagreement has arisen between Good Britain and our sworn enemies, Tajikistan. Emergency procedures have been enacted in order to protect the ministry from any possible incidents. This issue will be resolved shortly. Have a lovely day.
Incidents?
It's locked. We're trapped.
Are we going to die? Any minute now, we're dead. We're dead.
Nobody panic! Nobody panic! They said we shouldn't panic. They said that they thought it. So, and I, for one, wish to believe them. So what we should do is we should just relax, have some coffee, and not panic. Oh, bugger.
Wait, so we're trapped with no coffee?
All right, no need to be so melodramatic. We're not trapped. Gosh. Okay, so we're trapped.
Oh my God.
Richard, what are we going to do?
Well, before his timely departure, the Major appointed you as leader.
Me? So, I'm in charge.
Yes. Well, he either thought that you do an exemplary job as leader, or he has a particularly sick sense of humour. I'm somewhat leaning towards the latter.
So, I am in charge.
So, dear leader, what are we going to do in this disturbing time?
Just get back to work. Just get back to work. That'll take our minds off the incidents. Just start working. How long's it been?
11 minutes.
I can't stay in here. We can't stay in here. We've got to find a way out.
There's no way out. The entire ministry is shut down.
Well, then we'll break out, the four of us.
I appreciate your blind optimism, Buster. But it's not so much blind optimism as deaf, dumb, blind, catatonic optimism.
Listen, the Major, my dad, put me in charge for a reason. He believes in me. So, what I says goes, and I says we're getting out of here. Now get searching.
Well, you better get searching.
I'm not afraid of incurring the wrath of the minor blood vessel.
He certainly changed his tune. I didn't think he had it in him.
Oh, please. Nobody ever changes. No, beneath all the bravado, he's still the same Buster we all know and loathe.
You really believe that? No one can change?
No, you can't teach an old mongrel new tricks. How much longer do we have to be playing this futile game, Buster?
This isn't a game, Richard. We could be stuck in here for days, years before they sort things out.
Now, although the idea of spending a few hours alone with you is harrowing, I have to say that I'd rather not be spending any precious oxygen trying to find some fabled escape route.
Listen, the Major put me in charge. So, what I says goes.
All right. If you're so convinced of your dog-given right to rule,
I am.
Then let's put it to a vote, shall we? All those in favour of Buster remaining the leader, put your hand up. And all those in favour of reason and rationality ruling the roost, that is to say, me getting my hands on the reins, put your hand up.
Sorry, Buster.
Well, that's not fair!
That's democracy for you. Good thing Good Britain got rid of it, eh?
So, what now?
Well, now we just wait for those gibbering gibbons to sort the mess out.
Hello, comrades. Negotiations have, stalled. The situation has turned, well, nuclear. We advise that you find a sturdy desk and a brace for impact. Oh, and have a lovely day.
Yes, I'll be right with you. No, that won't do at all.
What's the matter, Nancy? You don't seem yourself.
Oh, sir, I feel like my working day's going up in smoke.
Well, that's because you're not smoking Atwood's own cigarettes. Now, with 20% more lead than other leading brands, Atwood's own guarantees a heartier, fuller taste.
20% more lead? But I thought lead gives you brain damage.
That's right, Nancy. Scientists agree that the more lead in your pipes, the better.
Atwood's Own, now with 20% more lead. And why not try Atwood's Own Happy Size, perfect for kids of all ages. Make smoking the family's favorite pastime. Note, Atwood's Own is a subsidiary of the Soylent Bean Company. The Soylent Bean Company cannot be held personally responsible for any adverse effects associated with the use of Atwood's Own brand cigarettes. And now, yet another relaxing broadcast with our dear Nanny State.
No. I want them all eliminated. No petulant, puss-filled pimple poppers.
And we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello, dearies. The sun shines on another glorious day in Good Britain. I've just been filling out some important documents. It appears that some of you have been very naughty indeed. I will remind you that dissenting opinions and activities deemed subversive or harmful to the state of Good Britain will not be tolerated under any circumstances, and that the worst punishments will be suffered by those deemed subversive. Oh yes, and tomorrow marks the 30th anniversary of the Great Tidy Up. Monetary donations are mandatory. Refusal will be met with strict punishment, so please don't upset your dear nanny. Have a good day, Good Britons. Mwah.
This was a relaxing broadcast brought to you by our dearest and goodest Nanny State.
Richard, what are we going to do?
We're gonna get out of here.
But a minute ago you said to stay put.
Yeah, well, things have slightly escalated since then.
But what are we going to do? Where are we going to go?
Well, whatever we do, I'm not going to end up a shadow on the walls of this department for all eternity. We can smash down the doors. Come on, quick, help me with this. Come on, come on.
Wait.
How many monkeys does it take to move a desk? Monkeys. Monkeys. Buster!
Buster? We need your help.
I won't do it.
What? Why not?
I'm staging a protest against this injustice. I won't move until my rank is returned. I ain't moving an inch.
Yeah, well, there's a 5,000 kilogram war weapon hurtling in this direction that might slightly disagree with you there.
Sonny, good news.
Good news. Bad news. What's the difference? It's just a load of poppycock. Just a load of dribble to keep bed mites like me.
So, now what?
I'm thinking.
Those two are completely useless.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
I never should have come here.
No, you definitely shouldn't have.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, I've had nothing but bad luck since you came flying in here like a shrieking albatross.
Oh, don't you blame this on me.
I was under the misapprehension that this whole nuclear apocalypse thing was your fault. Oh, I am sorry.
You are insufferable.
Yeah, well, you won't have to deal with me much longer, will you?
You know what? That is the best bit of news I've gotten all day.
Oh, well, I'm glad. Likewise.
I'm chilly.
Me too, there is quite a draft.
The delivery chute. Oh, but who's going to fit in there?
It's too small for anyone with any normal human proportions.
Sonny. Sonny, we found a way out.
Oh, what's the use? You know, I still remember the first time I set foot in this department. I was terrified. But you were there, sir. You made me feel so at ease. I still remember the first words you said to me. You said, "You're clearly looking for the Department of Facial Reconstruction. It's on the left." And I thought to myself, this is it, Sonny. Here you can make a difference. But it was all rubbish. What do we even do here? We just pass the lies along. And now we're going to be wiped from history like little bugs on the sole of a boot, and no one will even know.
Oh, Sonny. Sonny. It may have all been a load of codswallop, but didn't that codswallop inspire you to be your best, to work your hardest, to lend a helping hand whenever you could? Maybe it's not always the cold, dark truth that matters. Maybe we need a little bit of codswallop from time to time, and isn't that the real truth?
Oh no, that was a lot of bollocks. But maybe it wasn't all bollocks. Come on, we're getting out of here.
Where did that come from?
I'm a good liar.
Oh, it's no use, comrades. There's been shoved too.
Oh.
Well, that's that then.
Well, there's no point going out parched.
Sonny, where on earth did you get that?
What? You didn't think it was the coffee keeping me sane round here, did you?
It's been a funny sort of day, hasn't it?
Funny isn't the word I'd use. You know, I've been making jokes about death all my life. And now that it's finally near, I don't feel that tickled.
Now that is quite funny.
I always thought I'd do more with my life.
You've done a lot, sir. You're head of a department, that's something to be proud of.
My succession was immediately followed by the cessation of all human life.
Oh, that's hardly your fault. It isn't any of our faults.
Well, you know, I've been thinking recently
Oh, that is worrying.
that all of these misadventures, they were never really our fault.
How do you mean?
Well, there was the inspector with the marble, and the major with his spy-catching crusade. We were never really in control, were we?
For the first and the last time, Sonny. You were right. Yes. But we probably won't have enough luck now that the wheel of fortune turns again.
Do you believe in fate, sir?
Of course not. Although, I would be surprised if there wasn't someone up there laughing at me.
Well, do you think there is someone up there watching us?
Of course. There's that camera over there. It's broken, though.
You know, for a moment there, Richard, you almost sounded, dare I say it, optimistic.
Well, I hope the major's having a nice holiday. Picked the right time to leave the city.
He undoubtedly knew what was coming. It was nice of him to warn us, the doddering old git.
You know, when the major came back from that retreat, I really thought he'd changed.
People don't change, Sonny. Once born, a nappy-wearing, wrinkly rotter, always a nappy-wearing, wrinkly rotter.
Don't talk about my dad like that.
Buster, do you realise that your father left you to be vaporised by radioactive fire without so much as a goodbye? I mean, I've seen deceased fish being given a better fanfare as they're flushed down the toilet.
But he...
They cock you up, your mum and dad. They don't mean to, but they do. They fill you up with the faults they had and leave some extra just for you.
Was that Larkin?
Pretty much.
That's contraband.
Richard Bupkis, a reader of Philip Larkin. That explains so much.
Well, how do you know so much about Philip Larkin, Miss Key?
My father loved poetry, as did my mother. He used to read me Kipling and Longfellow each night before bed. He was a lovely man.
Was?
Taken. In the middle of the night, as was my mother. It seems the state didn't have much use for poets. How did you discover Larkin, Richard?
Well, you see, I'm not as young as I look. My youthful good looks. No, I'm actually pretty much a fossil. I was around before Good Britain was Good Britain.
Must have been nice. No firing squads firing, no lies.
Don't be ridiculous. It was just as dismal as it is now, only there was no acidic rain.
I guess nothing ever really changes.
I really need a piss.
Oh, me too.
Absolutely.
Well, do you know what? We can change one thing. We can get out of this bloody room and have a slash. Here, let's do what you said. Let's lift this desk and put it through those doors.
What? Does this mean Buster's in charge?
I suppose so for the time being.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, on 3, we shift it. 1.
Anna, there's something I've been meaning to tell you.
Actually, I have something to confess myself.
2.
Perhaps you ought to go first.
All right. Remember when the Major was looking for a spy?
Oh, wait, that's what I was meant to say. Oh, Dad! What are you doing here?
Well, Buster, I'm currently in the process of completing your performance reviews.
Performance review?
I knew it! You came back to save us!
I haven't come back to save you, you imbecile. You were never in any danger.
But what about the bomb?
There never was a bomb. It was all a part of the test. A test which you all utterly failed.
It was all a lie! It was all a lie! Yes!
Oh, don't celebrate so soon. Why, I've never seen a more shambolic display. Contraband, discussions of higher powers, superstitions.
Well, you could hardly blame us, sir. We thought we were going to die.
Well, then you should have died with honour, loyal to good Britain to the bitter end. But you failed me. And moreover, you failed good Britain.
So, what happens next?
Oh, believe me, you'll be praying for death now. Your subversive speech has damned you all, and your disgusting behaviour has sealed your fate. I'm so ashamed. Take them away.
Richard, I don't need to pee anymore!
There, isn't that much better?